Hustle. And then they have a GoFundMe page. We'll be right back. Coming up, we'll find out the most memorable scene Ben directed with his wife, Melissa McCarthy, after the break.
Monday on Live from Blackish, Anthony Anderson.
They're two of the most talked about moms on the planet.
What?
Next one, Kim Kardashian West and her mom, Kris Jenner. It's Live's Mother's Day show.
We don't ask for much. I mean, we've given you life. Can you give us a break?
I wish I could wake up and say hi to a giraffe. Ride a train in the sky. And visit faraway galaxies.
When you stay at a Disney Resort hotel, all your wishes come true. From being in the middle of the magic to extra time in the park. And now, you can save up to 25% on rooms at select Walt Disney World Resort hotels. Imagine the magic of staying here.
You wouldn't accept an incomplete job from anyone else. Why accept it from your allergy pills? Flonase relieves your worst symptoms, including nasal congestion, which most pills don't. Flonase helps block 6 key inflammatory substances. Most pills only block 1. Flonase.
Broadway's longest-running musical invites you to celebrate 30 haunting years. The Phantom of the Opera. Visit PhantomBroadway.com.
Hey there, New York. Today is our first ever Mother's Day cook-off. Join us as two families go dish to dish to win their moms the ultimate trip to Italy. Plus, we've got Mary Giuliani. She's cooking up one of her mom's favorites, Sicilian baked ziti. And I've got a chicken dinner or brunch or lunch that you can share with your mom after Live with Kelly and Ryan.
Playing your lifelines can pay off big.
I would like to ask the audience.
This week on Millionaire. Today at 2 on ABC7.
That's why I'm going to go back to college and get my archaeology degree right here, my alma mater. I'm going to finish what I started.
No.
Yes.
Mom, you really got to take a moment and think about this.
I love it. Oh, okay. Oh, boy. Okay. Okay. Oh, boy. I overwhelmed my gal.
It's the movie that needed to happen at the right time.
It's a really sweet, movie. Melissa's so nice. It's about a mother and a daughter, and I think it's always a good time for that story, and it's just lovely for me to actually put it out in the world.
I'm taking my daughter to see this movie because we are currently looking at colleges.
Oh my!
Are you going to go back to school with her?
Well, I keep saying, I was like, where are the parents' dorms? And she's like, stop it, that's not fun.
That's what Melissa said when I came up with the idea. Well, I mean, I didn't come up with the whole idea. She had all the funny parts are hers. But I said, oh, wouldn't that be interesting if, you went back to school with the girls? And she goes, oh, I love that. And they would love it, right? And I'm like, no, that's the conflict.
That's what. So you say you come up with this. Where do you come up with these ideas for movies?
Well, this one was Melissa's mom, Sandy, was at our house, and she's just the best lady in the world, and she's the sweetest. And she was wearing, I think, kind of a fun Midwestern sort of sweatshirt.
Yeah.
And she was fussing around with Melissa, and I literally just thought, wow, what would happen if Sandy in her 40s had gone to college with Melissa in her 20s?
So great.
And that was it. And I was like,
so great.
I told Melissa,
how do you feel about Kelly and Lola as the sequel?
Oh my gosh.
It sounds like you're going to do it in real life.
Shoot itself. I'll just let my cell phone camera film the whole thing and I'll send it to you.
So your wife, Melissa, whom is so very talented, she has a provocative scene, would you say, with a 20-something-year-old guy?
Like maybe a love scene.
Yes, there is a love scene in this film. It may have been her idea.
Jury's still out on that.
Jury's still out. And I did...
How do you direct that?
Well, it was, first of all, through a quirk of the scheduling, it was that scene where she had to make out with this lovely young guy named Luke Benward, a really nice guy.
Mm-hmm.
That scene where she made out with him took place on our 10th anniversary.
Oh, that's so sweet. That's nice.
It was nice.
Yes.
Farm at work.
Yeah.
Yes, 10 is the beefcake anniversary.
Yeah. That's when you get your spouse a Luke?
You get your spouse
You get them a Luke.
Okay.
And yeah, so I literally had to, you know, my job as a director is to make sure the scene is working right. And what was making the scene work right was when she was a little more aggressive with him. So I had to be like, hey, you know, grab his butt.
Did you say that? Did you yell out, like, pretend it's me?
No, that would have actually been a good thing. I was just sort of kind of in a petrified stare.
His butt was very tight during that scene.
And then he was just like, I'm so sorry, happy anniversary.
Do your daughters, do they come on set?
They do, and they find it the most boring place on the planet.
Really?
Yeah, really. I mean, Debbie Ryan is in the movie, and she was Jessie on that show. So they knew all about Debbie Ryan. That was a really big day.
Yeah.
And Christina Aguilera was there. That's a big day. But when it's just me and Mom, they're like, "Where's the? Is there candy somewhere around here?"
Yeah. Are they funny?
They're really funny.
Yeah. I would think like that's like a genetic thing,
It's
a condition.
You know, it's a condition. It's the condition we pass down to them, perhaps.
Oh, that's a good condition.
Yeah, they're really funny and they're really sweet kids. So it's a blessing for sure.
Do you remember the first movies that you were on? Do you remember like when?
Yeah, I mean, I believe the first movie I ever did was I had a pretty huge part, which was one line in Garfield 2: A Tale of Two Kitties.
Was that live action?
It was live action. So, I mean, and I don't know anything about anything. And I'm literally like, well, where's the cat? The cat was not there.
You don't get to see the cat until later.
The cat was a computer.
Later.
Yeah, so I just was like, and I just did my line and was sort of terrified.
That was a big movie in our house.
I mean,
my kids are at that age where that was on a loop.
Yeah.
When that came out on Blu-ray, or it wasn't even, they didn't even have Blu-ray. But it was like a big deal.
Yeah.
What was your line?
My line was, I was taking a picture and somebody thought that it was of them. And I said, excuse me, I'm trying to take a picture of the cat. And I think I really nailed it. And it's funny because my kids watch it and they don't recognize me because I don't have a beard.
Right.
They're anti-no beard.
They're anti-no
beard. This is like
They're
double negative to me.
Yeah, I'm saying it in a confusing way. They like facial hair. That's a better way to say it. Thank you.
Right.
But they'll actually watch you without facial hair because they know it's not you, or they think it's not you.
Right. So they're just like, well, what's your part, Daddy? I'm like, you just saw it. I don't think so.
That's really
I think last time you were here, you were telling us about strange noises that your dad makes.
My dad does make strange noises.
Any new noises that America should know about?
Yeah, sure. There's a new one because he was just in my house. And his new noise that he said was buka buka. So my dad, when no one is around, will make a noise, I should explain, just to prove that he's alive.
Right.
And one that he always says is, oh, baby, right? Yeah. No matter what. And then this time he says buka buka, which I think is maybe short for Buca de Beppo, but I'm not sure.
It sounds like an Italian restaurant. Live at the Party in theaters tomorrow. Ben Falcone.
Monday on Live for the New Film Book Club, Mary Steenburgen.
J'adore. Dior.
Every day, ABC7 works to protect our children.
Keep your kids safe by making sure they know these 3 simple rules.
Don't go out alone. There's safety in numbers.
Always tell an adult where you're going. If there's trouble, they'll be able to find you.
And say no if you feel threatened.
These simple rules from ABC7 can help protect our children.
For more about the Protect Our Children campaign, visit abc7ny.com. Proudly sponsored by your tri-state area Ford dealers. And Ridgewood Savings Bank. Multiply the good.
Good Neighbor Pharmacy brand features affordable, high-quality products with many of the same ingredients found in the name brand products.
It's the same exact ingredient.
There's even a satisfaction guarantee if you're not happy with your purchase. All month long, your local Good Neighbor Pharmacy is having a 50% off sale. Select varieties of Good Neighbor Pharmacy brand products are 50% off. Visit mygnp.com/half off. Good Neighbor Pharmacy. Locally owned, locally loved.
Seresto, Seresto, Seresto.
Jake.
Seresto, Seresto, Seresto. Whatever your dog brings home to you, it shouldn't be fleas and ticks. Seresto gives your dog 8